Well, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too, I'm Bushka. Thank you very much for joining me today on channel for 2 dinners, great play, and channel news. What a time to be young, free, and alive. Well, at least one of the three, maybe. I'm Bushka. I said that already, didn't I? I wanted to... this was a crazy game, by the way. The zone went to Primorsk, and it went there like suddenly, and the whole map had to get down to this tiny little corner, which for love nor money was never going to be the one. I can hear him. Is he going to get salty? He was talking. No, he didn't say. Oh, there's another car coming. Cars freaking everywhere. Everyone had to jump in a car and just get here. There was no way around it. Like, then a zone that wasn't tough enough already became even tougher when a crate dropped directly behind me. And I basically just got to farm people. I had a great time. But what I really wanted to do before I did anything else in this video, and I do have a couple of things to show you, make no mistakes, I really do want to show you some things. I want to talk to you about the channel itself. The channel started out as kind of a hobby of mine. I have a Water Tanks Blitz channel that's been going for a long time now, and it's enabled me to fly all around the world and do live esports commentary in Minsk, in New York, in Las Vegas. I've been to the Bournemouth in the UK a couple of times, and then turned up at Tankfest in Bovington and met people and just had a wonderful time of it. And this was going to be just something else to do, you know, a game that I played while I was doing my main game. And it's turned on its head. It started out as just a place where the guys from YouTube, from my YouTube channel, my Water Tanks Blitz YouTube channel, would turn up and say g'day. And it's turned into a wildfire. Back in the day, we were getting about, you know, a few hundred people every week joining up, and then we turned up and got about 1,000 people a week, and then 1,200, and then it went up to 2,000, then it dropped back to 1,600, not a week, sorry, every 28 days. And then in the last 28 days, for some reason, the community's just really got on board, and you guys have been posting things to social media and letting the world know, and we've picked up to nearly 8,500 subs every 28 days. And I wanted to thank you for your help in making this channel become such a, you know, big part of my life. And it's made me a very, very busy man, but it's the kind of busy you like being, hey. And that's enabled some other things to open up. I've been able to do live streams for Pubg Mobile on the China finals and these chicken dinner series, giving away Samsung Galaxy S9 phones. And I've just signed up with them to actually bring a video every week into the Pubg Mobile official page. And I also, you guys know, those of you who watch this content regularly and have been watching it for a while, you know I do put a lot of work into these videos. These are not, you get a lot of videos on YouTube where it's very, very simplistic. People will just dump gameplay, put a bit of music in the background and walk away, and that's it. And if that's what people want, there's plenty of channels out there. That's not what I want. My favorite PUBG YouTuber is Wacky Jackie. I like him because he basically is a good player in his own right, but more than that, he's someone who really doesn't just take things at face value. Doesn't just say, well, the M416 is the best. He goes out there and he goes, why is the M416 the best? Is it in fact the best? Is there something we're all missing here? And then he finds out. And I love that kind of curious mindset that really wants to know the answers. And it's the kind of person I am. And it's a pain in the ass for a lot of people, but it's something that I hope continues to be popular with some of the player base. So thank you all for that. It's lovely of you. What about this crazy zone, hey? Just what an absolutely crackers zone. Madness. Everyone just got shoved into this little sock down the bottom. There's motorbikes, cars, UAZs, Dacias, go-karts. Looks like a used car yard that's been shot up by a random gunman. It's just people everywhere here. And there's guys running into the zone, and they're absolutely screwed. Like, there's guys on the other side of that field there who I'm going to engage. You can see there's a guy running on the right of screen. Like, what a horrible thing for him. He's got a level 3 helmet, so he lives through that one. Doesn't live through the second one. I mean, he just got screwed. He got absolutely screwed by the zone. And there's more of them too. There's still that bloke down there at the UAZ, but there's someone shooting at me from much farther away. I'm like, where the hell is that coming from? And it's actually coming from right at the very, very edge of my render range of 400 meters. This is a long way away. This bloke, you have a look. You'll see him in just a second. Keep your eyes on the prize. There he is. That's how far, have a look how far away he is. in that blue zone. There. Headshot. 3 people left. Now I'm going to show you this game, just the finish of this game, because I wanted to make a point here that I think a lot of you, particularly those of you who are new to first person, are really missing. And it's something that drives me a little bit mad, and it's something that's been happening an awful lot in games lately. An awful lot. And that is the snaking. Now, if you're in first person and you're lying down in the grass, oh, I can't believe, by the way, that that bloke is still there. Like, what a legend. I took out one of the wheels on his UAZ. He would not be denied, mate. This kid, ridiculous, redonkulous. He is absolutely stuck into this. He's not giving up. He's holding on for dear life with his teeth. Drives the UAZ, pumps it down. Look at this. There's cars freaking everywhere. Just cars and boxes. Boxes and cars. It's like a U-Haul. A U-Haul parking lot after the apocalypse. There's another crate all the way down there. That's never going to get opened. All the players, all the main protagonists are here. There's the UAZ. It's been parked up at the toll booth. It's like DayZ, baby. And we're looking around for the last 2 grubs. We're going to boost up. Just going to do a little bit of boosting. Boosty McBoosterson. And Cooey. Waiting for the second to last, the penultimate challenger. Now, you'll note that I'm on my feet. There's a reason I'm on my feet in first person. Like, if you are not on your feet in first person, then you are going to lose completely the ability to scan and see your surroundings as they change. And that just takes all the advantage that you have from, say, gaining a piece of territory by killing a human to... It negates it. Just completely negates it. There's no way around it. If you don't have visuals, you may as well just give up. Give up and go home. You're basically hoping that the other guy is bad. I'm going to fast forward this little bit because I spend the next couple of minutes, that's still 52 seconds worth, right? Look how much time I spend looking for this person. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, cue him. I spend nearly 4 minutes jumping around this hillside looking for this target. Going everywhere. I don't lie down and do nothing. I'm active. I'm actively searching. It's a big zone, a lot of Primorsk, and now it's finally shrunk. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Still looking. You know the problem? The problem is that I'm actually too close. Watch what happens when I go further and further and further away. Because grass in this game will only render out to about 150 meters. So when I get on the edge of the circle and I actually start looking back, you're going to notice that this person pops up because they are crawling in the grass. And when you're 150 meters away from them and they're crawling in the grass, then they are actually crawling buck naked on a hillside. You can see down there. Now I screw the shot up. But if you're doing this in third person, like, it's the reason I don't like third person particularly. I mean, I like it. It's great on Miramar. But if you're in the grass in third person, you then get that ridiculous thing where you can lie down in the grass, invisible grass, where no one can see you from 50 meters away and still completely be fine, hip firing away into targets without being seen, mind you. So that's great. And people get into first person and they do the same thing. And it doesn't work because when you're lying down in the grass like he was, even though it looked like he got an easy shot on me, there was grass in front of him. He could not take that shot. So he ended up in a situation where he was actually visible to me, but could not see more than 3 feet in front of him. Think of that. You're lying in an open field, you can't see anyone, and everyone in the world can see you. So this is a hat tip. If you are starting off in first person and you have come from third person, get out of the snaking habit. It will get you in all kinds of trouble. Now, this is way harder than it should have been for me. I mean, I should have knocked him. I got him with a headshot, but it didn't clear him because he had a level 3 helmet. And all I had to do was hit one other shot while he was running down a hill, and it was done and dusted. Anyway, I digress. Going to show you one game now, or the end of a game, with Snake Eyes and Ouija. I really liked this game. I thought this was an excellent, excellent thing, both as a teaching exercise and as an enjoyable moment to play. Azza, Maxi, and I are rocking and rolling, and Azza's actually got the AFL Grand Final on this weekend. He's going to be, I reckon, he'd be lucky to not be pickled in alcohol by the end of it, but he is going to be going for the Collingwood Magpies. He's a massive Pies supporter, and Swiss Cheesel is a Richmond Tigers supporter. So the two of them have been niggling each other all week about their respective teams' chances. Now, there's 8 left alive, and there's the 3 of us. Now, there's a bunch of guys to the northeast in those houses. That's well and good. We have to get moving. So we've marked those guys off. The team's playing really, really well together. We've actually really improved as a clan. I really like the way we play at the moment. Even Snake Eyes, Maxi doesn't win a lot of gunfights, but he's got good processes and he's reliable. You know, he will get you up, and Ouija is over there on the flank, and he gets hit by another squad who is doing exactly the same thing. And this is where it gets tough, because they are actually pushing and they're throwing grens, and I can hear them every time I get to think about going up. I can't actually see them. I'm just ducking out and strafe firing and waiting for Maxi to get Ouija up. And I can't even take a good heal, because every time I start to, you'll hear them. They're pushing up. I'm just trying to keep them out. I can't see them. I don't know where they are. I'm trying to give, and then I get mollied. So I've got to heal. There's no two ways around it. And while I'm getting, look at this heal hit. Oh my God. How close was that? And then from that, we go to that. Snake Eyes wrecked one of them. Ouija knocked one of them. I came screaming around the corner, getting a heal in, and we've lost Ouija. We've lost the Ouija. But I really liked that. That particularly, you saw Maxi, as soon as Ouija went down, he chucked a smoke gren. Then he started reviving Ouija. He got Azza up, but we got hit. We got pushed on. And just one of those things. You can't beat that. But I like the way we're playing as a clan now. I like the way we're playing as a squad. We're playing a whole lot better. When we really focus and put our minds to it, we're actually doing all right. So now we're up against it. There's only the 2 of us. There's 5 left alive, so there's definitely 3 up there. You'd think at least 2 of them are in one squad, maybe 1 in another. We'll just have to wait and see. And we've got to work our way into this zone. Now, one of the big things about Sanhok is that it's its own person. Miramar is these wide open spaces that suit long-range engagements. Erangel has a sort of mix, a blend of the two, where in the urban areas and the buildings and the structures, you've got this very, very close infighting. And then you have these broad open sections where you can certainly snipe, but a lot of grass and hills and things like that, just not as much foliage. Sanhok is absolutely biased towards close quarters combat. There's no way around this. There are certain areas like boot camp where you can maybe camp a little bit, but there is such broken lines of sight. So many bits of foliage, trees, little huts, so many undulations in the ground and these terraced fields and the grass that's very, very easy to get lost in inside of 100 meters. So you've got to start doing stuff like this, which is what we're doing, which is working around the rocks. There are rocks everywhere in Sanhok. It is built for this. It is absolutely purpose-built for basically attacking and retreating through these rock formations. And it makes, you saw as soon as Ouija went down, we all hid behind our rock. As soon as, Snake Eyes got up to push in and they chucked that molly. Mollies are massively useful on this map, by the way. Maxi doing a good job there, clears the door. Oh, hello. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good work, Maxi, clearing the door there. Well done, amigo. Mollies are much more useful than people realise on Sanhok. It's a great bit of kit to be able to chuck over the top of a wall or a rock and clear that rock and force people out from cover, especially in the final circles when there's so much stuff and clutter in the fields. Like on Erangel, if you're in first person, you're in a field, you might get a tree. You know, you got a tree or something. Or you might get the occasional broken car or something. On Sanhok, there's rocks everywhere, man. You want to chuck those grens on rocks. Can't believe this doesn't kill them. That's a great gren. They had to be hurt from that. They're definitely in there. And Maxi and I are going to push up and do the business. Again, I want to reiterate, I really appreciate the support that you guys are giving me. And the amount of time that I put into the channel, It's good to see it getting this huge return and result back. Thank you everyone who's taken part in making that possible and making it a success. And thank you Pubg Mobile for giving me the opportunity to do all these live streams and calls and esports and that kind of stuff. I really love that gear. Until next time, boys, girls, humans, hippies, earthlings, I'm Bushka. Look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.